Welcome to Fat TV. You are here with Eja Adakabre from Paul Manson. Kindly like, subscribe, and share my channel with others so that each of you out there will have a very good look of what I'm having for you today. Today we are going to delve into the names, the local names of the lunar month. They have English names, and in all languages they have names for the month. And today we are going to delve into the names of the Akans, the names given to the month by the Akans and their meaning. Let's start from here. We're going to start from December to enable you have a very simple understanding of what I'm going to tell you today. The local name for December is Openima. That month is called Openima in the Akan language or Cree language of Ghana. What is the meaning of Openima? In the local language or the Cree language, when they say Nima, it means something small or minor. Nima is minor or small. So when they say Openima, it means the minor dry season. Openima, that is the meaning, the minor dry season. That's for December. Then January is Opepon. Opepon, when they say pon, it means something big. That's why they call Onyankropon. That means the only God or the biggest God so far. So when they say Opepon, it means the major dry season. That's the name for January, Opepon, major dry season. Then we go to February. February is Ojifo. When they say Ojifo, it means a redeemer. A redeemer, someone who has redeemed you from something. You know, because of the heat starts from December, January, then it gets worse. So in February, we are fortunate to have some rains in February, which the farmers use to uproot their yams. It rains heavily. So that rains gives them enough, relief of the heat that they've been going through. And that is why they called that month Ojifo, because that is the month which gave them the first rains to relieve them of the heat that they've been passing through. Following by Obenim, that is March. What is Obenim? There are some insects, some black insects, small insects, which sucks their blood at that time. And that is the time that they hatch their eggs and multiply in the system. And because of their presence in the system, they called that month Obenim, the month that produces those kind of insects. Then April is called Ophorisio. Ophorisio. That's how some people call it, but that's not the name. The name is not Ophorisio, but it is rather Orefre Insio. Because after the first rains in February, you don't have rains again. So if you are fortunate and you have about 1-2 rains in March, people rush to plant their crops. And after planting, the sun starts to shine again. So those who planted their crops early, if they don't get rains in the first, second weeks of the 4th month, they will be suffering. The crops will wither. So that's where you see the farmers calling, oh, now dabe kran is you better, dabe kran is you better. That means, when is the rains coming? So it is a month that the farmers used to call for the rains. So they use that to name the month, Orefre Insuo, but not Ufurishu, Orefre Insuo. He is inviting the rains or calling for rains. So that is the month, April, Orefre Insuo. May, Kotonima. Kotonima. As I said earlier on, that when the Akan or Tree people says Nima, it means something small or minor. So when they say Kotonima, it means the small crabs. That is the time that the crabs also hatch their eggs. And so when you walk through the waterlogged areas, you see the the younger crabs, crawling under the water. So they use that also to call the month Koto Nima, that is May. That's the time that the crabs hatch their eggs. June is Ayawuhumumu. Ayawuhumumu. You've made yourself a foolish person. You've made yourself a useless person. Why? How do they use this name? And why are they calling people that make yourself useless? At the time of the farming season, there are some people who are within the community who refuse to farm. And in June, the crops of those hard-working farmers who did the farm work begins to yield fruit. So they are telling those who refuse to farm that year that you have been fooling yourself. Look at your younger brother's farm. Very soon, the farm will be ready for money. So you have deceived yourself. You have fooled yourself for not going to do the farm work. And that is why they say, Ayahumu, because the farm crops is now booming. And very soon they are going to make money out of it. So those who refuse to farm has done a great, caused harm to themselves. Then in July, that's the name that I love to hear always. Kutawonsa. Kutawonsa. Hold your hand. Hold firm to your hand. Else you go and steal someone's produce on the farm. If you are a lazy person who refuses to farm, hold fast to your hand. Else you go and steal from someone's farm. That is Kutawonsa. August is known as Sana. In the Tree language, when they call Sana, it means treasure, treasury. You see, the crops, you start to harvest your crops in July. So in August, you have enough money to keep somewhere. And that is why they call it Sana, because in that month, you'll be selling the produce of your crops and get money. So by then, you can establish a treasury for yourself. In September, September is Ebo. When they say Ebo in tree, it means fog, fog. In September, the rains, after the rains, you see the forest areas covered with fog. And even in the night, if you are traveling with a vehicle, the light cannot see afar because of the fog. That month is very, very foggy. And that is why they call it Ebo. That is the month of fog. October is Ehinime. Ehinime. What is the meaning of Ehinime? The door to wealth has been opened unto me. The door to wealth, the door to prosperity has been opened unto me in that month. Because in October, you sell your maize, your yams, your plantain, cassava, and other crops. So you've got enough money. And if you are able to take care of the money, you see yourself as wealthy. And that is why they say the door of prosperity has been opened unto me. Ehinime, October. Bosomeno ehini yidi amame. November is Obubuo. Obubuo is something breaking into pieces. Why? Why the name Obubuo? Obubuo means at that time, the stems of the yam begin to break into pieces. And that is where they called that month Obubuo, meaning breaking into pieces of the yam stem. This is the Akan names and meaning for the months of the year, from January to December. So let me go back again. December is Openima, minor dry season. January is Opepon, major dry season. February is Ojifo, the Redeemer, the redeeming rains. March is Obenim, that is, it refers to the insects. April is Orifresio, the farmers calling for rains. May is Kotonima, May is the time that the crabs hatch their babies. June is Ayohumumu, yes, you've been a foolish man, or you've done harm to yourself for not venturing into the farming. July is Kutawusa, yes, hold your hand firm so that you don't steal from someone's farm. August is summer, that's where you start to create your treasure. September is Ebo, that is the foggy month. October is a Hinimi, yeah, opening the doors of prosperity. November, Ububuo, that's breaking into pieces of the yam stem. Thank you very much for paying attention to me, listening to me. I once again ask you to like it, subscribe it, and share with others. Thank you very much.